to get the stat. I haven't done a deep dive, and this is where we are right now. I think that is a special moment in podcast history. As I edit the second half, which isn't nearly as bad as the first half, but it's good to bring it back to how bad we could possibly be.
Well, it was fucking terrible. Is Patrick going back on?
No. Patrick disappeared without a word, vanished like a fart in the wind. And
no, I'm
it's
all
okay.
over the place, man. I'm fucking thinking about a million different things. And
what are you thinking about? That's what's interesting. See, you always hold it in. You hold it in. You know what? You got to let it out.
Yeah,
let it out. Who's pissing you off for real? What's going on for real? That's the interesting part. That's the meat on the bone. All this flippant shit. Nobody,
just
go ahead.
Not good. Nope, you ain't getting me.
Go ahead,
motherfucker.
It doesn't matter. I'll talk about personal stuff. There's a lot of stuff that is upsetting me. I'm not talking to my father right now. I'm not talking to my father right now. You know what I mean? Like he and I had a bit of a falling out. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not happy about it, but
and on top of it, I gotta look at this fucking Putin riding the horse.
It's literally the best part of this entire podcast is that Putin's with Barry and his big black cock behind him, and but the whole world's falling apart. You're worried about your stuff. Let me explain something to you. None of the stuff that we're going to say matters because we're all going to be blown up by nuclear bombs any day now. So it doesn't matter. Just let it fly.
Let it happen.
Let it out. Therapeutic, man. There's nothing better than just. That's why we did that rant exercise the other day.
Yeah, we got to do more of that.
Rant. Let just every time you come, bring that rant energy. Just fucking rant about shit. Get pissed off. I think the rant energy might have taken Patrick offline. I think he might be offline because there's a certain rant energy. You got to have an entertainment, especially to be interesting, and not that we're trying to be interesting, but you can't try to be boring. But you gotta fucking let it out. You gotta savage, and nobody's more savage than you. But you can't worry about what's gonna be, who's gonna hear it. We have I don't know, under a couple hundred people that may listen to this. Unfortunately for them, and
100,000.
Yeah, it as the number grows, and
I said a couple 100,000.
Yeah, right. But who knows? Either way, who gives a fuck? Like, what is it going to keep you from getting a job at Google? No, it's not.
No.
What is going on with you? Like, what your energy's all you don't seem right. So talk to me.
All right. Okay, but seriously, because I'm going to tell you what's going on right as we speak, because I think that the dog Oscar is on his way out right now.
Gives a shit. Fuck your dog. All right, what else is going on in life?
No,
dogs die, dogs go. Quit crying like a bitch over a dog. Okay, what do you have that actually matters in the real world? What?
You don't understand. That's why I can't concentrate right now. Right now, because everybody's fucking up there.
You are from heaven coming down to take your fucking.
No, that's not what I'm saying, you cocksucker, and you know it.
My shitty dog runs away every day, and I'm like, my dog's gonna die. It's dead.
Well,
and then
that's a matter of that's a matter of opinion, but that's a matter of opinion. But that's not what I'm saying, and that's not what I'm saying.
Listen, I know that's not what you. So you have a dog your dog is bringing you down. What a faggot you are!
That's what I'm saying.
How much fucking do you want sympathy for this?
Because you're too much of a bitch.
I'm a bitch. You're crying over a dog. Fuck that dog. I hope that dog.
Why would you make it seem like that?
Painful death.
Why would you make it seem like that? You know clearly that's not it.
I hope your dog suffers mightily. You want to know why? Because when your dog suffered enough living in your fucking house with your fucking family. That dog, everything after living with you, is better than that
dealing with
fucking dog's ever dealt with. Go ahead.
I'm dealing with a crying mother.
Oh,
And
well,
I'm dealing with.
I'll call your mother and make her feel better.
Go fuck yourself.
Is this the type of warmth and love that you were looking for?
Yeah, it's a bullshit movie because you make me look like a pussy when you know goddamn well.
These are real issues. I'm dead serious. I don't mean. Listen, I have a hard time.
It's a matter of confusion.
And with it, yes, I feel your pain. I do. These are real issues. When your mother's upset, the world doesn't work right. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not joking now. But in the Bible, it says, "Honor thy mother and thy father." You have to honor your mother. Dead serious. Like we joke about that, but if your mom's upset about the dog, and she knows that if you get a new dog, that there's really no point because your mother and father will die well before the dog ever becomes even an infant dog. That's an evil, fucking horrible joke. That would be funny if you said it about my mother. Although that woman's gonna outlive me. So
no, because fuck you, because you're all this shit you're saying right now is just bullshit to try to
of course.
You're trying to get me step back into the conversation. There's confusion going on at my house because there is a possible dog death. I'm not distraught over the dog.
You should have the dead dog identify as a live dog.
So fuck.
And that way, when it's sitting there, you guys can all just pretend it's
nobody
alive.
will know. Nobody will know.
Just let it fucking sit there and rot, or go old school, and right now just end the dog's life, put it out of misery, and cook it and eat it for tomorrow's lunch.
I'm all for number 2.
I mean, do you guys have any Vietnamese people in the neighborhood that you can bring over and take that dog out? They'll do it for you.
Jesus Christ.
Give him a cut of the leg. Just give him like the hoof.
This poor bastard's like 15. He can't move. And
the meat's going to be a little tough, but if you cook it over,
it's already rigor.
You can cook it over a lot of period of time. You got to slow cook it, like over a day or two. At this point, the dog's not going to mind. So your mother's upset about this. Tell me more about what's going on in the house. I'm here to listen and learn and provide warmth to your family.
Okay. All right. Fuck you. I'm going to go upstairs.
That's the perfect response.
And just see if I could pitch in it all. This absolutely was the worst. What do they call it? It was the worst fucking piece of shit I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. I apologize.
At least we ended on a low note.
Jesus Christ.
On the lowest possible note. Don't bring his name
at one point,
yes.
You could have asked me my name and I wouldn't have known it.
I still don't know my age. I swear to God, I have to think. I'm like, am I 40?
No, I'm talking on here. Fucking, you were like, what do you guys think about that situation? And I fucking could not get a word out.
Well, we watched a man get raped today on boxing, so it was very upsetting. I don't like watching men get raped on TV like that. It was very upsetting to watch it. Everything that happened between the rape and now, is let's just call it post-traumatic stress disorder. This episode was none of this happened. It was just a figment of your imagination, and no dogs.
Hey, where's Patrick go?
I don't know. I don't know what part scared him off and to which degree. I don't know. But either way, that's another subplot is where did Patrick go and why did he go? What was it specifically that, I mean, it had to be something I said because I just spit shit out and see what sticks.
Hey, here's one more thing.
There's another thing. I don't even think. Well, yes, go ahead. Fire away.
We started this whole thing talking about music and then cut it off when the fight started.
What happened to your top 4 writers that are not
because you cut me off. You cut everybody off.
I did, because the fight was going on. I had to tell you about the dirty shit that was happening. And yeah, so what happened? Your top 4 writers, artists that are not bands. So you have to exclude, the Beatles.
Okay, so really you mean the top 3 because you got to have Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan is almost he's almost universally on every list. So Dylan is absolutely a great choice for that. Yeah, so 3 more. It's again, I don't have the love for Dylan that other people do like that. Don't get me wrong. I love Dylan, but he's not in my top 4. He's not. And that might be complete ignorance on my part because I've just never been a big fan.
What are we doing? Top 4?
Top 4 writers.
And this may have just.
And by the way, Dylan is the right answer on every list. So don't get me wrong. I'm not.
I gotta say, Billy Joel deserves to be in there.
Great choice. Great choice. So your first 2 are outstanding. Those are 2. Nobody can argue with either of those picks. They just can't. Can you imagine me having to edit this fucking podcast? I gotta cut up some. There's some really good content in here combined with just giant sacks of shit.
Hey, let's talk about it for a second because there's some questions I've been wanting to ask you about this shit.
Go ahead. Well, continue your last 2. Don't just give up. Don't quit in the middle of it like your dog. Don't just give up. Stay head to the light. Head to the light.
I love Barry Manilow.
Wow. You know what song really moves me of Manilow? I met Barry Manilow. Did I tell you that?
Did you?
Yeah, I met him he was in my hotel when I was staying up in Boston, and we rode an elevator up together. I had no clue who he was. He just had a little team with him, and literally I had no clue who the fuck he was. I rode up with a stranger and was just, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. No clue. Got out of the elevator. He went one way on the hallway. I went the other way on the hallway. And I was like you could tell it was somebody, but I just didn't know who. And I go, who the fuck was that? They go, that's Barry Manilow. I was like, oh, okay. Because he was dressed in a very extravagant way. It wasn't that he had some great aura like Prince, but he had people with him that were security.
Yeah. No, you could tell.
You could tell there was somebody. And we were just, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm not an elevator quiet person, especially when I've had a couple in me. I'm just like, what's going on, everybody? Yeah. And the girl's like, yeah, that's Barry Manilow. I was like,
Barry Manilow is a fucking beast, man. And his live show is one of the very best I've ever been to.
People say that, which is shocking because his music isn't lit. His music isn't like it's not like a show type music, but people always talk about how good Barry Manilow is live, which is so one of my favorite songs is Mandy. I think this song is fucking beautiful.
Terrific.
Like, the piano work in this song is stunningly beautiful. By the way, my piano work's coming along. I've been showing off to my wife recently, just picking up. She's like, wait, you're actually, because she's a brilliant pianist. And I'm now picking up the notes and doing this, batting like 20%, with the notes. But for me, that's big.
Nice, man.
The fact that I can actually, it's amazing is she's so good, and what she does is magic. That when I, like a monkey, can find like a couple of notes, she's like, that's incredible. And I'm like, what you do is incredible. What I'm doing is like a gorilla throwing shit at like people at a zoo. like, literally.
This puts me.
Where you came and you went without taking. and you take me away, oh Mandy. Yeah, Barry's no bullshit, and I just butchered that song. I fucked up the words and everything.
This puts me in Georgetown right when the Redskins beat Dallas to go to Super Bowl 17.
Was there a person's finger up your ass when you bring that memory back, and was he cute?
Person, I wouldn't say person.
Have you ever had a girl shove a finger up your ass? That's a real question.
No.
Never. Have you ever had a girl up your ass?
No. I probably wouldn't tell you if that happened anyway.
That's a yes. You have had that happen. Cheers, man. Good for you.
Well, you're gonna have to use your imagination.
What's your dog's name?
Raven.
Oh, Raven.
Man.
And I'll leave you tonight. Oh,
push
Raven.
the next one. I want to hear some Barry Manilow. Come on. Push the next one.
Hold on a second. Raven's saying goodbye to the family.
No, that's not the dog that's
Come
dying.
on.
Come on,
What's
man.
your dog's name's Raven?
Oscar. Oscar's the one that's dying.
Oscar is the name. Oscar says goodbye. Oscar's gonna die. Time is tonight, oh Oscar. Goodbye to the Lang family.
God damn it, you're a
and
fucking asshole.
Goodbye, oh Oscar. I'm sorry to watch you wither away. And I need you, Oscar. I'm a fucking asshole. Don't you ever forget that. Oh,
he's
Oscar.
fucking stupid.
It is so stupid. It's the dumbest.
Nobody's laughing.
Nobody should laugh at this. Is horrible. You, Oscar. I'm sorry you're dying. This is horrific. This is horrifically sad. I can't believe it's happening. Your spirit goes off into the sky.
Eric,
so sad.
This could have just gone from our worst show to our best show.
I don't think that's possible.
You
can't salvage. You can't bring something. You can't polish a turd, right?
With the Mandy.
Trying to polish it, and then I did my whole face and Justin Trudeau blackface turd.
Listen to this one. Listen to this.
Oh, this song sucks. What else you got? Who's your third? I'm not listening to Barry Manilow all night. Well, maybe I will. Let's do it. All right, I'll play along.
Looking just the same as you did last time. This is Read 'em and Weep.
He does play a very nice piano. Does he play the piano, or does he have a?
Yeah, he does. He's a badass.
Huh? No, I mean, this is not high level piano, but it's clearly on a Stradivarian. No,
he gets there.
And old dogs go along.
Looks like we made it.
Goodbye. You can play this for your mom. It's going to make her so happy to know that Oscar got this send off.
I gotta have the third one. You gotta do the third one.
Looks like he didn't make it. Oh, Oscar's not gone. I don't know this song, but it's fun to be able to sing about Oscar's demise to make you feel better about this. You know, are you gonna bury Oscar in the backyard, or are you gonna light him on fire? What are you gonna do?
Eric, I don't want to talk about this.
Come on, we need to get in touch with your emotions.
I'm not, and all I can see is
the person to help you through this.
All I can see is Putin's chest riding a horse.
Actually, you should. You know what you should do? You should actually do something with Putin and Barry. You know, with Oscar. Maybe take Oscar and have him converted into a coal version of Barry.
Come on, give me my third. I got to get my third artist.
Yeah, give me your third artist.
Who do I got? Dylan.
So far you got Dylan and Barry Manilow. Yeah.
And Billy Joel.
Oh, you have three, so you need a fourth. Looks like we didn't make it. Oh, Oscar's gonna pass away. Poor Oscar. But at least he's not gonna be with the Lang family anymore. Happy Oscar. Oscar's gonna wag his cute little dog tail right into the sky. Looks like Oscar. Looks.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, this is how I always am with tragedy. Everyone has their own reaction to tragedy. I'm not very good at the whole sympathy thing, either for myself. I do this worse to myself than I do anybody else. There was once it became kind of a famous moment with me and a porn star, but I didn't know that it was a porn star. She was a really good friend of mine. I found out later that she was a porn star, and she was sitting around a table while we're eating, and she was going, telling this tragic story about her father dying, and all this stuff, and everybody at the table is dead silent. And I go, that's fucking awesome. Whoever dates you, whoever bangs you, doesn't have to deal with your father's bullshit. Like, and she started howling, laughing, like she went from sad to just dying. And she turns out, again, she turned out to be a fairly famous porn star. And I'll send you the name offline.
Oh, fuck, Eric. We fucking talked about this last time for a long time. What's the girl's name?
Andy Valentina. So pull up YouTube, Andy Valentina. Very nice girl. I always liked her. She was.
We talked about this on the last episode.
Not in the last. It's like 8 episodes ago. Nobody's listening.
Oh,
so, yeah. It was probably about 8 or 9 episodes ago, maybe 75 episodes ago. We've done so many episodes, I lose track. Lonely child. Oscar's got a way to pass away now. Poor guy, man. Poor little Oscar.
Dude, you're a piece of shit. Do you have a picture of Oscar we can put on our website?
Well, send me a picture of Oscar. Send me a picture of Oscar that you think best showcases Oscar's personality, so I can see the pain in Oscar's eyes from what he's had to endure living with that family that you live with. You're really sad about that. What type of dog was Oscar?
He's a golden retriever. You're a fucking asshole.
He was a golden retriever. He was. You know what's
he is.
He was.
You're fucked up.
He was. Very sad. You know what you should do? You should send Oscar for a hero's death to the Ukraine and just ship Oscar over with some arms and let him defend the country that he cares so much about, that protects our border, and let Oscar die a true hero's death in Ukraine. With Usyk.
You're just going to keep piling it on.
Yeah.
You're just going to keep going.
No, I'm gonna quit. This is very, very disturbing. I'm upset with myself. I'm actually disturbed with myself. There comes a point when you cross a line, and you can cross a line once, you feel all right about it because it's funny, but I'm a habitual line stepper right now.